We've all been there. You've had a beautiful Saturday drive in your Volvo 140 series. You stop for 5 minutes to get a coffee or some fuel. You come back, turn the key, and nothing. The engine turns, but it won't start. You wait 10 minutes and suddenly it's fine. Most people blame the battery. Some blame the starter. But the real culprit, it's right here in my hands. Patrick's Garage. Today we aren't just looking at carburetor. We're looking at a victim of physics. We're talking about heat soak and why this brilliant British design sometimes hates the summer sun. If you want your classic to start every single time, you need to understand what's happening inside this chamber. Now, my friends, remember the 1960s. We didn't have a plastic engine covers or electric cooling fans that ran after the engine stayed off. When you shut down a B18 or B20 engine, the water pump stops. The fun stops, but the heat stays. This aluminum body is a giant heat sponge. It sits right next to the glowing exhaust manifold. In the early days, Zenith and Volvo knew this was a problem. They gave us thick heat shields and heavy gaskets. But as these cars got older, those shields disappeared or the gaskets got thin. When the engine stops, the fuel inside this bowl starts simmer like a tea kettle. The fuel turns to vapor and it pushes its way into the intake. By the time you come back from your coffee, your engine isn't empty. It's actually flooded with the fuel vapor. That's why it won't start. Now look closely at this little plastic cover on the side. This is the temperature compensator. It's most misunderstood part of the Stromberg. Inside, here is a B-metallic strip. Mainly, it's anti-pollution device, lean your fuel mixture in traffic jams. It's supposed to open when things get hot to let a little extra air in, as well leaning out that our heavy vapor so the car can breathe and start. But here is the quality problem we always talk about. Over 40 or 50 years, these stripes can lose their attention. They get tired, or worse, the previous owner screwed the adjustment down tight because they didn't understand it. When this little guy fails, your heart starts become worse. You're fighting the physics of the 60s with a part that gave up in the 90s. There is one more thing European classic lovers, especially the fellows who've been driving these since they were new, need to know. The fuel we buy today is the not fuel from 1966. Modern gasoline has ethanol. Ethanol boils at much lower temperature than the old leaded fuel. So even if your Stromberg is perfect, the fuel is working against you. It evaporates faster. When I talk about quality from the 60s, I'm talking about a time when the fuel matched the machine. Today we have to tune these carburetors a little different to handle this thin modern fuel. So if you just want to enjoy your car without frustrates at the petrol station with your British carburetor. Check two things. First, make sure your heat shield is actually there. Don't throw it away. Second, check this compensator. It's stuck shut. Your car is choking. You don't need a computer to fix your old Volvo. You just need a little patience and a bit of respect for how these Zenith Stromberg's breath. They were built with a soul, and sometimes they just need a breath of cool air. That's the secret of the hot start struggle. It's not a broken car, it's just physics doing its work. Keep those Volvos on the road.
I'll catch you in the next one on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing.